Hey, what's going on, tribe? It's Red again, just hitting you guys up with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So guys, as it's another lovely day, I'm going to be making the most of this. So out in the park, and I'm going to be giving you guys a reading in the park. So I do apologise for any of the background noise. It's going to be a general reading for all the star signs from Aries to Pisces, and it's going to be a timeless reading. So when you come across this reading, it's for you. And if any of you are interested in a personal reading, you can send me an email or you can send me a DM on Instagram. I'm pretty active on Instagram, so if you want a fast reply, hit me up on there. And I also offer distance Reiki healing, and also I make customized crystal jewelry as well. If any of you is interested, hit me up. I'm going to put my information in the drop down menu and at the end of every video as well. Hope everyone's out enjoying the sun. To see how long it lasts in England anyway. Alright, let's see what's going on. It's going to be a high vibrational reading as well, to see how things are looking from more of a higher perspective. Because the energy's got very, I don't know, the energy's shifted. Everything seems to be a bit more lighter and not chaotic. One thing that I have noticed is functioning as a human being is a bit wild right now. Like the body's just not cooperating. Like, yeah, the body's just not cooperating. Let me see what's popping. The first card is Lost Lands, and the card says soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. So you incarnated here because you've already been here and you know how to kind of navigate the 3D realm. I think when I got a reading done, they said if you're Pleiadian and had lifetimes in the Pleiades star system, that's why you had, if you had lifetimes in the Pleiades star system, coming to Earth is quite similar, not as dense though, but similar. So you're just being called to remember who you are. Some of you are being called to do some soul searching as well. Don't stop looking externally for answers and look within for answers. Some of you are being called to meditate as well. Yeah, also you need to drink a lot of water. Drinking a lot of water will help the energies to travel through you more easier as well, because we're like 70% water. Like, you know, when it's full moon, the tides go out, the full moon has an effect on the water. It's going to have an effect on us as well. So and also you've experienced, like, all your previous lifetimes have built you up for this incarnation, this lifetime. So yeah, there's also nothing to worry about. And try to be as present as possible. Try not to think too much into the past and too much into the future, because the present moment is all that we have. And then the next card is the Cosmic Heart. Division, potency, make your life a moving prayer. So yeah, you're being called to ask yourself questions. What does your heart desire? Where do you want to be? What do you want your future to look like? What would your perfect life look like if it could manifest? Because everything is manifesting at a rapid rate at the moment. So maybe some of you are being called to journal or do a vision board as well, because that will help kind of guide you to where you want to be, or give you some ideas if you're feeling lost. Also, if you're looking for your life purpose, the best way to find your life purpose, I found, is being of service. When you're being of service to others, when I was looking for my life purpose, I don't know what I want to be, I don't know what direction I want to go in. But then when I started being of service to others, my life purpose just found me, if that made sense. Yeah, the energies are very potent at the moment as well. So yeah, be gentle with yourself. If you've got a lot of stuff coming to the surface for clearing, if you've got emotional or mental turmoil or ups and downs at the moment, just be gentle with yourself. Do a lot of self-care and self-loving at the moment, because yeah, the energy is very potent, and like I was saying before, it's hard to function. And then the next card is baby steps. And then the card says action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So yeah, you're being called to just take steps take small steps forward. Being called to step outside your comfort zone. Yeah, and just take forward movement is what I'm getting, because sitting stationary, nothing's going to happen. So you may want certain things to happen, but you have to also be taking action towards that as well. And also use your intuition, tap into your intuition. If you feel like you're more in your head, you need to go out and ground. And some of you may be having this head over heart battle. If you've got a loud voice in your head, that's more ego. If you've got like quiet whispers, that's more of your soul. And go with more your soul, your heart center. Some of you may have a blocked heart center, so your intuition may be fully off. And it's a time to take action as well. Yeah, you're being called to take action. So step outside your comfort zone. If you wanted to go for, I don't know, change job or go for a job, you're being called to do that. If you're being called to kind of, if you want to ask someone out on a date, go for that. If you want to, yeah, just being called to take action, step outside your comfort zone as well, because nothing grows from sitting in your comfort zone. Yeah, small steps forward. Small steps forward are better than no steps at all. Yeah, even if it's one foot, just take one step starts the whole journey. Do you know what I'm saying? Instead of sitting there doing nothing, man. And then the next card is karmic relationships. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. So some of you may be dealing with karmic situations and relationships at the moment. Are being very triggered, because I'm being very triggered just in certain situations, but it's not about it's our attachment to them. Like, things may not always work out, things don't always work out, but your attachment to that's going to give it the fuel. So you step back and don't get attached to it, and don't have, if you practice the art of non-attachment to a situation, you realize you get less triggered by the situation. So some of you may be in karmic relationships, or they may be ending, Orion energies. But this conflict and situation that you're in is for your soul's growth, or their soul's growth. But now, don't get me wrong, karmic relationships can be very fun, but they can be very damaging also. And it depends where you want to be going on your journey as well. Do you want to grow and expand, or do you want to stay the same? It depends whatever your calling is, and what your intuition is calling. Like, tune in. But yeah, some of you, a karmic relationship needs to end, or just to distance yourself and have no contact. And because this relationship is holding you back. Yeah, there's a relationship that's holding you back. It doesn't mean it needs to be a romantic relationship either. This could be a friendship, this could be a family member, this could be a lover, this could be also your someone you work for as well, because they're all relationships. So the relationship, whatever dynamic it is, it's a karmic relationship, and it's going to keep you stuck, and it's going to stop you from your soul expanding. That's why the karmic relationship, there's lessons to be learned in this relationship, whatever the relationship may be, but it's to grow and overcome it, not stay stuck in it. Like, some people will stay in a relationship because they fear to be alone. So don't do that. And then the next card is the Great Severin. The Great Severin is the next card. And then the card says Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So some of you are coming in with a masculine energy, man. A real masculine energy. Yeah, I'm getting real masculine energy. I'm getting red fire. And just because it's a masculine energy doesn't mean that you can be a female and have the masculine energy as well. Also, you don't just have to be a man and be masculine. Energy doesn't have form. But yeah, there's a lot of anger going on and conflict maybe, but it's this anger and conflict is stemming from hurt and pain. Hurt and pain is what I'm getting. So the underlying, whatever you're reflecting externally, the anger, pain, the anger and conflict is pain and hurt. So it may be a defense mechanism to cover how you're actually feeling. So some of you may be being called to turn more inwards and soften your heart and be more forgiving and start the healing, man. Because you're getting triggered. What people don't understand is being triggered is actually showing you what needs healing, and not trying to avoid that. Some of you need to sit with what you're feeling and not run from it, because a lot of people will tend to do anything to avoid feeling them, not negative feelings, but I don't know, hurt, pain, sadness, grief. They'll do literally anything to avoid feeling them feelings. So being a workaholic, going to the gym constantly, overeating, sex, drugs, alcohol, they'll do anything to avoid feeling. So feeling is healing, remember that, gang. And I think all this conflict and pain, conflict and anger that you're going through is actually opening up your heart center. So all your suppressed emotions and suppressed stuff that you've been going through is going to be coming to the surface for healing. But yeah, definitely Mars, and well, it says Mars energy on the card, the Great Severing. Yeah, so something's going to be getting severed as well. There may be a energy cord or ties with someone that will be getting severed as well. So friendships, family members, connections with loved ones, anything. Yeah, there's going to be a severing. There's going to be cutting. Some of you may need to do some cord cutting as well to sever the energies that no longer serve you. But let's see what else is coming up. The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. So some of you, if you're watching this video, you're already in tune anyway. So you're going to be a starseed, light worker, indigo, crystal, healer, shaman. I don't know, there's so many names for being a being of light, lighthouse, pillar of light, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But you've been called to kind of tap into, do some inner child work, express your inner child, do some inner child healing, and be tender and being tender and soft and childlike. You're also being called to share your gifts, whatever gifts you have with others, share them. So like I keep saying, as if you're a hairdresser, start a business doing hairdressing, Instagram, Facebook or whatever, because people need their hair done. You're being of service. If you're a healer, promote your healing abilities on your channel. Some of you, I know some of you get ancient knowledge downloaded, and some of you are really active in your crown chakra and open to the higher energies, so you get a lot of downloads. Share that on your channel, man. People need information, real information, because real information comes from source, yeah, and books, not from what you see on TV. Like we're in the age of Aquarius, and all the information is at the drop of a hat, and you've got people not doing any research. They're using technology incorrectly, if that makes sense. Like technology is there to serve us, not us serve technology, yeah? But you're being called to be innocent and open up your heart as well. Be childlike, let your inner child out. So if you want to run around and be wild, do that, because it's very healing. Inner child work is very healing as well. And then you've got perspective is the next card. I don't know, I love this card. It just looks so like midnight and the moon. Some of you may be doing a lot of no, that's Earth, sorry. So it's looking at Earth from like a higher vantage point. What I get from this is yeah, looking from a higher dimension, looking down on Earth, from where I'm at anyway. I'm not really connected to this dimension anymore. Like things that used to trigger me, I'm just seeing the world through a totally different lens. So I can kind of relate. That's how I'm kind of seeing Earth at the moment, if that makes sense. Or my reality. My reality is totally shifted. Plant medicines can also help shift your reality if you're open to that. Some of you may not be ready, but I'm just saying. Yeah, perspective. And then none of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Yeah, so just don't get too connected to reality, because reality is not real. Like in the Matrix, it's not real. Like, all the things are here to keep you distracted from your true self. And some of you need to change your perspective on a certain situation. So say, for instance, I don't know, you may think a certain person is for you or whatever, or they wouldn't hurt me when they've been hurting you constantly. You need to change your way of thinking, and find some common ground. So find some level ground. If you think things ain't working for you no more, you need to kind of end that. And like I was saying, practice the art of non-attachment, because none of this matters. It's just a whole experience. It's a human experience, and it's not about getting too attached to it and letting life wear you down, because life can be challenging at times, but it will break you if you let it. And then the next card is Star Brothers, and then the card says Horus, energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. So some of you have been called to trust the process. I swear Horus, the Eye of Horus, I'm not sure if that's the sun. No, Ra's the sun. Yeah, man with Ra right now, getting recharged and taking in them energies. Yeah, so you're protected by source. Maybe you also need to be protect your energy more, so call in Archangel Michael to cover you in a golden protective bubble, or you could also ask the Creator to cover you in divine white light. Make sure it's 3 inches above your head, 3 feet around you, yeah, to make sure you're fully cloaked, because your aura is actually 6 feet, yeah, 3 inches that way, 3 inches that way, 3 inches that way, 3 feet, sorry, in every direction. Some of you may have links to Egypt as well, and you're being called to trust the process. You are safe and protected. You're loyal, and you may want to check the people who's around you to see if they're loyal, because it's all good you being loyal, but are the people around you loyal? That's what you also may want to check out as well. Some of you may be meeting more of your soul brothers and sisters. Recently I've met so many of my soul brothers and sisters, it's mad. That I meet a complete stranger and we'd be kicking it like we've known each other for years. On God, it's happening. So the collective energy is happening, guys. And then the next card is loosen your grip. And then the card says coping mechanism, density, addictions, let God in. So yeah, some of you are you doing things as a coping mechanism, so drugs, alcohol, sex, being a workaholic, going to the gym to distract you from yourselves. Some of you have got addiction problems at the moment, so drugs and alcohol, even sex addiction, food addiction is also. You've been called to let God in as well, so connect with God in any way you can. So whether that's praying, meditating, going to church, going to a spiritual church, any way that you can connect with God more, do that, and try to think of healthier coping mechanisms, because yeah, some of them negative coping mechanisms can be very damaging. Like if you're just using alcohol as an example, you could go out on a night out, be drinking and end up with a fight with your friends, or end up having one night stands, and that's gonna prolong your healing, if that makes sense. So yeah, be consciously aware of your coping mechanisms. But yeah, that's your reading, guys. If you like the video, like, share, subscribe, don't be shy, and make sure you guys are subscribing, because I see you lot watching the videos and not subscribing. Yeah, show your brother some love on that. But yeah, if any of you are interested in a personal reading, I'm going to put my information at the end of the video and in the drop down menu as well. What else? And if any of you are interested in any distance Reiki healing, hit me up as well. We can hook you up if you feel like you've got any energy blockages, and also if you've got any feel like you've got blockages as well, I make crystal jewelry to help assist with unblocking the chakras and getting you on the right path and the right track anyway. But peace, love and light, tribe, and I'm going to hit you guys up real soon.